Hi there, I'm Lavana here and welcome to Dragon Age 2, episode 16. Okay, I think it's about time that we head down to Lowtown and actually find Fenriel's father. Okay, daylight. Yep, okay, and we'll be able to do Paragon's Toe at the same time. Okay, and Vincenzo is directly ahead of us. Nice and easy. Okay.
Greetings, my lady. You look like a woman who'd appreciate the finest rubies from Antiva gracing her lovely neck. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Yeah. Okay, I think he's probably talking to Isabella here, since she's the only one actually wearing any kind of necklace. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go straight into it. I'm looking for Fenriel.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
My lady, I'm a bachelor. I've never met a woman of sufficient beauty and charm to tie Vincenzo down.
That's the best you can do with a guard staring you in the face.
Let us not ruin the day with such weighty thoughts. Perhaps I could show you my silks.
Okay. Do we know that he's scared for him? Do we know that? That's more of an assumption, really. Fenriel just wanted to meet him. His mother said that she'd been sending him letters. Can't remember if she ever said he responded or not. I don't think he did. But she had been sending him letters and Fenriel wanted to meet him. I assume for the first time, but I don't know. So why would I assume that he's scared for him? I would like to take that option. But I'm not going to. We're gonna go straight up for make up for your neglect. Because that does sound like what he's been doing. He's been neglecting his parental role by ignoring his ex-lovers' letters about their child. I think that's the only assumption we can reliably come to anyway.
You abandoned your son at birth. If you regret this at all, help me save him now.
There's no man in Kirkwall who is friend to an elf blood mageling. A smile went by my trust.
Okay. Looks like we need to talk to Thrask then. We're gonna have to talk to Thrask. That's a shame. Well, never mind. Suppose we could always try again. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's the Surface's Toe, the Paragon's Toe thing. Okay. Well, we'll go and sort that out, and then I'll try and speak to him again on the way back. But it looks like we might have to resort to talking to Thrask.
I think you let this get away from you.
I had long since paid my debt over this. It's grand to see it again.
Okay, sure. That makes no sense, but I'm happy for you. Very happy for you. Okay, let's get back to him.
I do not wish to discuss my personal life. Let me know if you want to see my wares.
Yeah, okay. Then it's off to Thrask then. Although, I suppose maybe we could go back to the alienage? I mean, we probably should go and see Merrill at least. While we're here... Sure, why not? Why not? Okay, yes. Can you tell me anything?
Every moment Fenriel is gone, I worry what has become of him.
Yeah, no. Okay. Thrask it is then. But first, let's get into Meryl's house. The Battle of Squealing Plains. That's adorable and horrifying. Well, Considering this is basically a slum, she has a lot of nice furniture. A lot of nice furniture and a huge place all to herself. Really? Well, I didn't realise they had so much space in the alienage. It's good to know though. Mana and the use of magic. Mana is that which defines a mage. It's potential that dwells within a person but does not always manifest itself. All men are connected to the Fade. We go there to dream, but only those with this potential may draw upon its power. Mana is then a measurement of one's ability to draw power from the Fade, and it's this power that is expended in magic. As in all other things, it has limits. Just as a man has the strength to lift only so much weight and no more, a mage cannot work more magic at one time than his mana allows. If he wishes to work magic that would be beyond his strength, a mage must bolster his mana with lyrium. Without lyrium, it is possible for the reckless to expend their own life force in the working of magic, and occasionally, ambitious apprentices injure or even kill themselves by overexertion. From the lectures of First Enchanter Wenzelus. Wow. You can overexert yourself and die. Lovely. Okay, Alathan Part 2. You know what happened to Alathan? Sadly, we do not know. Even those of us who keep the ancient law have no record of what truly happened. What we have are accounts of the days before the fall and a fable of the whims of the gods. The human world was changing even as the elves slept. Clans and tribes gave way to a powerful empire called Tevinter, which, and for what reason we do not know, moved to conquer Elvenan. When they breached the great city of Alathan, our people, fearful of disease and loss of immortality, chose to flee rather than fight. With magic, demons, and even dragons at their behest, the Tevinter Imperium marched easily through Alathan, destroying homes and galleries and amphitheatres that had stood for ages. Our people were corralled as slaves, and human contact quickened their veins until every captured elf turned mortal. The elves called to their ancient gods, but there was no answer. As to why the gods didn't answer, our people left only a legend. They say that Fen'Harel, the Dread Wolf and Lord of Tricksters, approached the ancient gods of good and evil and proposed a truce. The gods of good would remove themselves to heaven, and the lords of evil would exile themselves to the abyss, neither group ever again to enter the other's lands. But the gods did not know that Fen'Harel had planned to betray them, and by the time they realised the Dread Wolf's treachery, they were sealed in their respective realms, never again to interact with the mortal world. It is a fable, to be sure, but those elves who travel beyond claim that Fen'Harel still roams the world of dreams, keeping watch over the gods lest they escape from their prisons. Whatever the case, Alathan had fallen to the very humans our people had once considered mere pests. It's said that Tevinter Magisters used their great destructive power to force the very ground to swallow Alathan whole, destroying eons of collected knowledge, culture, and art. The whole of elven lore left only to memory. The fall of Alathan, as told by Gisharel, keeper of the Relefarian clan of the Dalish Elves. I love it when there's like, the gods of good and evil. Such a clear split. Love it. Okay. The Maker's first children. Okay. The Maker's first creations were the spirits, glorious beings that populated the many spires of the Golden City, and the Chant of Light says that they revered the Maker with unquestioning devotion. The Maker, however, was dissatisfied. Although the spirits were like him in that they could manipulate the ether and create from it, they did not do so. They had no urge to create, and even when instructed to do so, possessed no imagination to give their creations ingenuity or life. The Maker realized his own folly. He had created the spirits to resemble him in all but the one and most important way. They did not have a spark of the divine within them. He expelled all the spirits out of the Golden City and into the Fade, and proceeded to his next creation, life. The Maker created the world and the living beings upon it. separated from the Fade by the veil. His new children would be unable to shape the world around them and thus would need to struggle to survive. In return for their struggle, the Maker gave them the spark of the divine, a soul, and he watched with pleasure as his creations flourished and showed all the ingenuity that he had hoped for. The spirits grew jealous of the living and coaxed them into the Fade when they slept. The spirits wished to know more of life, hoping to find a way to regain the Maker's favour. Through the eyes of the living, they experienced new concepts: love, fear, pain, and hope. The spirits reshaped the Fade to resemble the lives and concepts that they saw, each spirit desperately trying to bring the most dreamers to their own realm so they could vicariously possess a spark of the divine through them. As the spirits grew in power, however, some of them became contemptuous of the living. These were the spirits that saw the darkest parts of the dreamers. Their lands were places of torment and horror, and they knew that the living were strongly drawn to places that mirrored those dark parts of themselves. These spirits questioned the Maker's wisdom and proclaimed the living inferior. They learned from the darkness they saw and became the first demons. Rage, hunger, sloth, desire, pride. These are the dark parts of the soul that give demons their power, the hooks they use to claw their way into the world of the living. It was demons that whispered into the minds of men, convincing them to turn from the Maker and worship false gods. They seek to possess all life as their due, forging kingdoms of nightmare in the Fade, in the hopes of one day storming the walls of heaven itself. And the Maker despaired once again, for he had given the power of creation to his new children, and in return they had created sin. From the Maker's first children by Beda, Senior Enchanter of Ostwick, 812 Blessed. Okay. Lovely. And... the privy. Okay. Well, let's chat with Meryl then, now that we've invaded her home and had a look around.
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on.
Your house looks nicer than where I'm living.
Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
Wouldn't she have only had water with the clan as well, though? And if she didn't, then she likely knows how to make whatever it was that they drank with the clan. So... Besides, her house is way better than what I've got with Uncle Gamlin. So, yeah, I'm not even going to pass judgment here. I'm just going to be diplomatic and polite, really.
I came here to see you, Meryl. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest and I'm already a terrible host.
Don't be silly.
I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
Really? Okay. Oh, nope. Nope, we're not romancing Meryl. Yeah. I'd like to say you're welcome, but really we brought her from her free life into the alienage, into a slum, where she'll be a second-class person for the rest of her stay. I don't consider that something to be thanked for. Yeah, don't thank me for that.
I'm not sure this was a kindness.
It's not pretty, but this is where I need to be. I haven't exactly had many friends, not even among my own clan. This is tricky.
She didn't have many friends. Okay, I can see that. I mean, I can only slightly see that. They were all happy to have her as the first of the clan. Yeah, why didn't you have friends? Fenerel wasn't all that hostile when we were talking to them in Origins, so what was the problem?
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible keeper. I was never that good with people.
Oh, you were fine. You were fine, Meryl. Yeah, sure, you're doing fine here. Not everybody has the gift of the gab.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawke. It means a lot to me.
Okay, and we got some rivalry there. I'm not surprised. Okay, welcome home. Speak to Meryl at her home in Lowtown's alienage. Okay, cool. And that one's done. So, it should be just the... Yes, just this one. We'll have to leave and come back, but I think I'll leave that one, actually. We can't have them both at the same time. Nah. Let's go. Okay, well, unfortunately, we did not manage to get the quest moving forwards with Vincento, so we're going to have to go to the gallows and talk to the Templar instead. Yeah, okay.
I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for you to be here?
Well, actually... no. But she's used to going places where she's not supposed to be as an apostate. That's basically everywhere outside the tower, so... Yeah. Also, you still haven't managed to be in one. This is the gallows courtyard. We're not in the circle yet. Yeah, no, we'll be careful. Let's stay diplomatic here.
Maybe not, but we'll be cautious.
This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
Okay. Well, what is the circle you know like?
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
Okay. Inevitable. Not really. Not really. They just allowed corruption to happen in their own ranks. That's not inevitable. Not if people care to actually change and police themselves. So sure, why did it change?
You said the Chantry used to watch the Magisters. Why did they stop?
You must remember that the attitude towards magic is different in Tevinter. Magisters came from wealthy families, bloodlines that had nurtured magical talent for countless generations. The Chantry was not trying to control poor peasants, but the scions of the greatest houses in the Imperium.
Yeah, okay. Weren't they defeated? Weren't they defeated? I'm assuming she's referring to the March of Andraste on Tevinter? Because I can't think of any other point at which the Tevinter were defeated. So it must be that. We'll ask anyway.
I thought the Magisters had been thrown down by the Chantry.
On the contrary, Andraste never defeated the Imperium. A great army conquered the south, but not the north. The Magisters eventually surrendered to the Chantry, but they did so on their terms. They kept their influence. Thus, they reclaimed what they lost over the centuries. Some battles are lost by inches.
Okay. Are the Magisters so terrible? To him, definitely. Absolutely. To most people in Tevinter, probably. Unless they're a part of it. Unless they are also privileged.
You talk about the Magisters as if they are all evil.
I have no doubt that some are good and noble men, strong enough to resist temptation. But how many temptations do you wish to offer a man before he will give in? Blood magic is everywhere in Tevinter, from the lowliest apprentice up to the Archon himself.
Okay. Yeah, how do you know that?
You can't have seen this for yourself.
Daenerys talked about it often. Of course, they say it's forbidden. Behind the smiles and closed doors, however, it's a different matter. To be a Magister in Tevinter is to be glorious. To be a powerful Magister in Tevinter, that is worth any price.
No, I mean, he'd only be talking about the people in the circles he travels in, so likely like-minded individuals, people who also practice blood magic. It doesn't mean everyone in the country does it. How is it inevitable?
You're saying the same thing could happen here?
If the mages were permitted to be their own watchers, of course. It is too easy for a mage to resort to blood magic if they feel the need is great enough. A mage can desire power, justice, revenge, protection. Any cause will do, and then they are lost.
Okay, so can anyone. So can anyone. How many temptations do we need to give to you as a slave to free yourself before you took it? Come on. Really? But, yeah, blood magic is unacceptable. That's why I unfortunately don't see us getting along with Merrill once we actually get into the meat of that conversation. But yeah, not all mages do that. But if they do turn to blood magic, they should be punished. This is difficult. So, I'd like to go for a middle ground, maybe. Just because I think both of those statements are true. Conditionally. Yeah, we'll go middle ground.
You're saying that locking mages up is better?
All I am saying is the Imperium offers no answer. All that Andraste did long ago to end the tyranny of magic has been undone. Power corrupts, as they say, and mages have power enough already.
Andraste wasn't fighting the tyranny of magic, she was fighting the tyranny of slavery. She was a slave, she rebelled. She went to the slave capital of the world to free those slaves. I don't think it had anything to do with them being magic. Okay, we've done those, haven't we? Yes, we have. Okay, so now for my stance on magic, I guess, or at least the circles. The circle doesn't work, I think. I'm going to have to go with that one. There's no way I can say the circle is necessary as an apostate. The top two are the ones I would likely go with, but I think the middle one is the one to go for if you're trying to make someone see reason. You need to point out the flaws of the institution first, before just saying it's wrong to oppress mages. So yeah, the middle one.
According to everything I've seen, the Circle can't control mages anyhow.
And what is the alternative? Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger.
Because this is the courtyard.
But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
This is the courtyard, Fenris. +5 rivalry, sweet. Okay, and a codex updated. Well. Yes, this nice open-air courtyard. Yeah, there's fear because of the statues, I'm guessing. But no oppression because... why? This is literally a courtyard full of Templars and Templar recruits. Honestly. I think it would have been nice if we'd have been able to go into the circle proper and then had that conversation with him so he could have actually seen the mages and how they're treated and then said that, yeah, that they're not being oppressed, they're just afraid. You know, it would make it seem like he's giving more of an informed opinion rather than just a first glance at the outside. He's a more thoughtful person than that. Or at least I assumed so, anyway.
Are you the Templar who is pursuing the boy Fenrir?
I did not realize his name was known so widely. Perhaps your friend knew him in the alienage.
Not every elf lives in one of your cages, Templar.
Are you a friend of his?
Ah, okay. That was a bit tense. Thresk. Don't assume. Let's be honest, everyone makes assumptions. Okay, yeah, just tell me about the kid.
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
Okay. Well, I want to help him. Do I want to declare that to a Templar, though? Do I want to declare that I want to help him, or that he's a menace and we need to lock him up? I'd rather not declare anything. I'd rather just get a little bit more information. Maybe let me help you with your investigation rather than I want to help him or that he's a menace. Yeah. Well, never mind. We'll just go with the I want to help.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles.
Not all of us are.
If we do not find Fainriel soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
Yeah, the guard could help us. Aveline's right here. It would be better to pool your resources if this mage is so dangerous.
Aveline, don't you think this matter concerns the whole city?
It does, and you Templars are spread thin to begin with.
True. Sadly, there are more mages fleeing than we can easily keep up with.
Then let the city guard do what we're good at. I can track the boy.
There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson. He left the Order due to philosophical differences. He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall. If Fainriel went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I've seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
Okay, Fenris rivalry plus 10, naturally. Aveline friendship plus 5. Okay. Oh, things are progressing very poorly with Fenris here, although I suppose it doesn't have any effect on the romance. I don't think it has an effect on the romance, it's just how your relationship is going to be. You're going to be either antagonistic or buddy-buddy. I don't know. Anyway. Never mind. So, he's always surprised when people feel for the mage's plight. To be honest, I'd be surprised in this place as well. Not a lot of people seem to be afraid for the mages. More afraid of the mages. That's a shame. Okay, and yes, of course, Fenris doesn't care. Ah, there's Cullen there. Let's see if we can speak to him.
Our lad Karen is still missing. I hope he has not met Wilmot's same fate.
Okay. Nope, nothing from them. Okay, I suppose I could talk to the recruits. Maybe they'll tell me something new.
This initiation ritual.
No.
Please find Wilmot.
I haven't slept
These
for
trying
days.
times, the Night
No,
Commander is doing
okay.
what she needs to.
I hope
to
they
protect
find
us.
Karen soon.
No, okay,
And
so we
Wilmot,
can't
of
progress
course.
that one. Well, fine. Let's just go then. So, where do we want to go first? Kind of thinking we should probably go towards the nighttime transition, but... I don't know. It should probably be too late in the day to do much else, like going out to the coast. It's got to be too late in the day to be doing that, so... Let's go to Enemies Among Us. Darktown. Let's see if this will pop during the day. Okay. It does look like it will. Yeah, well, let's find that sanctuary then. So it's going to be down here.
Where else can we go? No.
Right here. Okay, with the elves in front of it. Oh.
Is there anywhere more pathetic?
Yeah, let's go. Might as well.
I will take great pleasure in rooting out this nest of blood mages. It will not be the first.
Absolutely. Blood mages are terrible. And we're supposed to be looking for a trap switch or something. A switch to turn the traps off. Or at least that's what we were told. Don't know if that's actually going to be possible. Okay. A shade, and abomination. Oh, another shade all the way down there. Okay. Not a problem. Ah, and that is a trap. Okay. Well. I guess we're not turning off the traps then. Never mind. Ice in that shade. Crushing prison on the abomination. Yep. And try and get a fist of the maker on all three. There we go. That wasn't a lot of damage, but it was enough. It was enough, sure. And the abomination itself. Nice. Okay. Another abomination. Let's get some horror. Okay. Yeah. Misdirection hex. What's that? Just a shade? Yeah, okay. This shade can have Hex of Torment. Not a problem. And the Rage Demon.
Get back!
Nice. Sweet. Okay. So, Isabella, help. I guess there was... I mean, I was hoping that she would be able to see whatever switch this was, but I guess getting that information from the woman didn't mean anything, really? Demonic Embers, okay. There's no... nothing around here to switch it off? Guess not. Okay. Anything else? Looking for traps. Nothing? Okay. Let's grab this corpse. A dull shiv and a ruined staff. Alright. She definitely said it was right at the beginning though, didn't she? She definitely said that. Maybe this, maybe you lose that option if you kill her. It just assumes that you didn't get the tip. I don't know. Okay, a rune of frost warding design. Sweet. Okay. And some death root. Okay. And a corpse full of arrows and stuff. Lovely. Is that the kind that's going to get up again? I think it is. Yeah, we've got more than one of them, so it's very, very likely. Okay, the veil. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. Whether it be called the Fade or the Beyond is a matter of racial politics I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no this side and that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing or a barrier or even a shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that image, your perfection. Think of the veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw our world as you see it now. Static, solid, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing. A realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real, more in fact. A spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory, and this is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perceptions than a physical transition. The veil is an idea, it is the act of transition itself, and it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. From a dissertation on the Fade as a physical manifestation by Moreno, Senior Enchanter of the Minrathous Circle of Magi, 655 steel. Okay, interesting. Okay. Not... Well, never mind. I guess that one trap was all that there was. Interesting. And... okay, all of the skeleton archers have come up. And there's a few shades. Well then. Let's take you forwards. I want to see if we can find any traps just down here. I'm not seeing any. Okay. You can get to work, Isabella. And you can also get to work. Have some ice. Very nice. Okay. And... horror on the skeleton archer. To make things a little bit easier for poor Isabella. And you can have a misdirection, thanks. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay. Well, let's go and see if they dropped anything. Yep, 1 corpse. Dropped something. 5 silver, 9 copper. Okay. And that is it. Okay. So, corpse, what do you have? A wooden staff. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of dead mages in this mage hideout. Okay, Isabella. Get a little bit forward for me. Okay, a lot more corpses waiting to get up. A lot more. Probably waves. Probably waves. Doubt they'll all get up at the same time. Okay. Anything at the foot of the stairs? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Grab that corpse. 7 silver, 49 copper. Okay. Still haven't gotten up yet. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, they're not all getting up at once. Okay, you do whatever you want to do, Isabella. Let's get into this one. Nice. Okay. Let's get in the middle here and try a mind blast. Okay. Ah, that archer. Let's get some ice in that. Yeah. You can do this. And a second archer has gotten up. Okay. Crushing prison. Let's just ignore that now. And get into you. Very nice. Sweet. Okay, you have sorted that one, and there's just these left. Okay, have some ice. Lovely. Ah, you're still up. Okay. Gosh, Only one corpse? In fact, I don't think any of those that got up again actually had anything. My gosh. Stingy corpses. Stingy. A thinking cap. Okay. Looks like Molly's the only one who can wear it as well. Let's see. It is slightly better than the Slaver Lord's cowl. Move to junk. Yeah. I'm not going to bother putting runes or anything into the slots just yet. There's no real reason to. Nah. I'd rather wait until I've got some actual good. That looks suspicious. Some good equipment. Come on, surely.
Watch your step.
Where? Ah, okay, a trap. Right
Happy
there.
now?
Is that it? That was the only one? Okay. I'll take it. Ah, okay. Person right there. Couple of corpses. Okay. Well then, Molly. Let's get down here. Hopefully if there is a trap, Isabella will see it. Doesn't look like. Okay. Yep, no, I suppose let's just get in there then. Frozen and held aloft. Weird.
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps the demons will find one of you suitable.
This demon worship thing is a real turn-off.
Tell
I
me
am not
about
some
it.
hopeless waif that ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
Oh wow, go you. What are you doing here?
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more than mages and corpses. With assistance, they can control anyone I ask. Any Templar, any noble, any well-meaning meddler.
Okay, but to what end? Why? What's the point? Yeah, no, come on. I think we're gonna be rather ruthless here. This is definitely not just a blood mage, but someone who's actively threatening to put a demon in me. No, we're definitely going to take exception to that.
Go ahead. Try to give me to your demons.
Good, good. The demons like spirit. If a few more Templars fall to the demons, we can seed chaos in their ranks. How many abominations can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Okay, so that's it. That's the master plan. Put demons in the recruits and drive the Knight Commander crazy. Okay. Okay, but a crazy Knight Commander is a dangerous Knight Commander. Where do you think they're going to assume all of these demons are coming from? Not from some random person in the city. They're going to turn on the mages they have in the circle. The ones that they're actually looking over and have a reason to dislike them. Honestly. Yeah, where are the recruits?
Tell me where Karen is.
The experiments need so much fuel, you see. So many living vessels are found wanting. Useless vessels can still feed the compost heap, so it's not a complete waste.
Okay. Answering the question without answering the question. Yeah, no, you've got to die. I'm sorry. I'd like to say demons have corrupted her. And tell her that her plan is insane. Honestly, all of these options are good. But no, she sought the demons out. So I'm not going to blame the demons for this. She literally said that she sought them out. Yeah, no, we're not going to bother chatting. We're just going to go straight for it. Let's get rid of her.
You're worse than a monster. Goodbye.
Kill the vessels only if you must.
Okay. So. Let's Fist of the Maker them while we're here. Oh, wow. Okay, we chunked quite 3 of them straight away. That's nice. Don't care about the abominations. Let's just put a crushing prison. No, let's put the Hex of Torment on first, and then the crushing prison. There we go. I got there first, Fenris. I got there first. Ah, a Desire Demon. Okay, let's put horror on the Desire Demon and some ice. Okay. Let's get a mind blast off. Didn't work against the abominations, I don't think. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's get a misdirection hex on the Desire Demon.
Victory.
Sweet. Nice and easy.
The lights. Mother, the lights.
Yeah, I'll get to you, Karen. Don't you worry. I want these remains first. 12 silver, 44 copper. Okay. And Blood Mage. 2 silver, 38 copper. A corpse with an amulet. And Tyranny. 11 silver, 98 copper. And Hood of the Spiral Eye. Sweet, so we're changing our hood immediately again. Fantastic. And a sack. Grimoire of the Apprentice. Okay. Half finished, half reasoned, and likely dropped down a sewer in exactly the way a self-important fool might react if a Templar looked in his general direction. Bonwald is doodled inside, along with a shopping list for the Lowtown Bazaar. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll get to that. I'm sure we will find whoever the grimoire belongs to and return it. But first, Karen. With your nice sparkly underwear. Okay.
Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me.
Do not trust him. He's likely possessed.
The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
Yeah, what happened, Karen?
What do you remember about how you got here?
I was with a lady, and then things got fuzzy. Nightmares then. On fire for days. A demon laughing. The naked lady with her razor claws in my chest. I'd wake and hear screams. Maybe my own. I'm sorry. It's all a tangle in my head.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he may be possessed, to be perfectly honest. Why else would he be suspended like that? And she was talking about vessels, so unless she was holding him to one side to use later... Yeah, no, maybe he was being stored. Maybe he was being stored as a empty vessel to use later. But let's ask anyway.
There's no easy way to say this, Karen. There's a chance you're inhabited by a demon.
What? No, I'm not a mage. I can't...
You can. Blame the mages who summoned whatever possesses you.
I'm just me. You have to believe me.
Look. I'd like to believe him, but I don't. Because apparently I can't tell, despite being a mage myself. Apparently I just can't tell. No, I've got to tell the Templars.
If there's even the slightest chance you're possessed, the Templars need to know.
No, I'm me, I swear. Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
Cullen needs to hear about this mess.
Yes, he does. Okay, Aveline friendship and Isabella rivalry, along with the enemies among us. Okay, we need to return to Cullen in the gallows and inform him of what happened. He doesn't know what would happen to him. Well, same as what happens to mages, I suspect, harbouring a demon, I imagine. Either that or Cullen will take them to the countryside to beat them up a little. Okay. Well, I think that's probably everything that we've got to do here. It'll be a nighttime transition after this one. We still need to speak to Samson about Finrail. And he'll be in the low reaches of Lowtown at night. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we can probably go to the gallows. Yeah, and we'll speak to Cullen. We might as well finish off that quest.
You have such pretty hair. What a lovely colour.
Other children used to laugh at me for having ginger hair.
Really? Oh, I bet you were cute. Did you have pigtails?
Sometimes.
How precious. Little Aveline running around the village with her flaming orange pigtails streaming behind her. And little boys all scattering and screaming for mercy as she approached.
Shut up, whore.
Honestly, that could have been so wholesome, Isabella. Why? Why? Okay. Never mind, let's go to the gallows. Okay.
Are you safe, Fenris?
No.
You know, some guards give people the opportunity to lie if it will keep the peace.
You can see what I am. Lie to yourself if you must.
Okay. Okay. Get along, guys. Come on. Hey, okay, so we've got the recruit back.
Blood mages have infiltrated your ranks. They've been implanting your recruits with demons.
Sweet blood of Andraste.
Demons? Did you say something about the recruits and demons?
I didn't want to tell you, Masha. They were horrible. Those mages see the rest of us as ants to be crushed. They won't stop until they've destroyed the Chantry and the Templars forever.
Oh, poor Templars. Oh. Yeah, no, we're not going to out ourselves as a mage. Come on, Hawke. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I would like to say it's the Templars' fault, but that would mark me as having extreme anti-Templar leanings. And in a city like this, you don't want that. You don't want that. So, whatever, it's done now. Let's just remove ourselves from the situation. We've given them all the information that we collected, we've helped them out, and now it's time to step back and let them deal with it. It's not our problem.
The situation is dealt with. Who is right and wrong is academic.
Wrong! This is no stuffy scholars' debate. This is the central fact of the world that Andraste recognized. But I will not preach. Thank you for your service. I will relieve Karen of his commission now, pending investigation. If there is any chance he still harbors a demon in him...
No, you can't really think that. Karen's fine. He's safe.
He is not to blame. But tell that to the victims if it turns out that our suspicions are correct.
Please, sir. I tried to resist. I never took anything they offered. I need this position or my sister can't eat. I've been training for 5 years.
What are you looking at me for? I have no say in the Templar training. This shouldn't be my decision. This shouldn't be my decision. He... wasn't he the one trying to figure out possessions and stuff? He's the Templar who has training. He should be able to tell if someone's possessed. Don't they have training for that? That's like one of their most important duties. For that matter, why can't I see that? Why can't I tell? I'm a mage. Why can't I tell? This shouldn't fall to me. But personally, I think they can't take any chances. Mainly because I'm kind of petty, and I like watching the Templars eat each other, so yeah.
If a demon infiltrated the Templar Order, it would be disastrous.
No. Why bother to save me if you're just going to cast me into the streets?
My brother is a good man, Sirrah. You cannot truly think this of him.
Effective immediately, Karen, you are discharged from the Templar Order. Escort him from the grounds.
What? I was tortured. I've done nothing wrong.
I shudder to think what the Knight Commander will do when she learns of this Blood Mage's plot.
Oh, Karen, you poor thing.
Set a guard to watch him, just in case. For your actions, take this. It's the reward I promised, and more. You have done the Order a great service. We will not forget it.
Oh, just doing my civic duty. Okay, Fenris friendship, that's nice. Aveline rivalry, 4 silver was that? Oh, 4 gold. And we've finished the quest. Because he was likely possessed, Karen was cast out of the Templars. Sweet. Okay. Ah, that's funny. That is funny. Okay, so Molly's not exactly a nice person. I never said she was very, very nice. No, she is kind of nice, though. She is kind of nice. Honestly, apparently, there's no way to tell if he was implanted with a demon or not, which is completely ridiculous. I can't believe there's no way for anyone to know, apart from watching them discreetly from afar, apparently. Weird. Very weird. That's something a Templar should definitely be trained for. I mean, what else? What goes into Templar training if they're not being used to find demons in mages or in other people as well? What's the point of them? Other than to, you know, stick a sword into a mage when they start getting ideas of equality. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. But yeah, Molly wasn't going to give up the chance to stick it to the Templars a little bit. Just a little bit. Anyway, I think after this we'll go to a nighttime transition and we'll finally get to looking for Donnic in Lowtown for Aveline. And any other quests that we have in Lowtown, which I think is quite a lot. So yeah, next episode will be quite a full one. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe. I upload 5 videos a week, so hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.